Hello friends, welcome to the session of Interpolation. I am Florence Nova Christian from K.A. Shroff College. In this session, we will be seeing what is the meaning of interpolation and how to apply Newton's forward interpolation formula. Let's understand what do you mean by interpolation. It is the process of finding the value of y for the given value of x within the table values. That is, interpolation is obtaining the value of the function y equals to f of x for any given value of x which lies within the table from x0 to xn. Let's see this through an example. Say suppose there is a businessman. He is having the data of year and sales for 5 years, and for future sales progress he wants to know what was the data for the year 2005, which was 2005 is within the table, but the data of 2005 is not specified in the table. So here comes a question mark, how to get this information. In such cases, we can make use of interpolation by taking year as x and sales as y. We can estimate the value of sales approximately for the year 2005, which is in between 2002 to 2010. So, estimating the value of y for the given value of x, which is within the table, will solve your problem. So thus interpolation is used. So the entire process of finding the value of y corresponding to any value of x between x0 and xn is called interpolation, and if the value of x is outside the table, then it is called as extrapolation. For interpolation, we will be applying Newton's interpolation formula. Under this, we have Newton's forward interpolation formula and backward interpolation formula. For Newton's forward, we make use of forward difference table, and for Newton's backward, we make use of backward difference table. How to construct the forward difference table and backward difference table, we have seen in the previous session of interpolation. Now Newton's forward interpolation formula says that yn of x is y0 plus p delta y0 plus p into p minus 1 upon 2 factorial into del 2 y0 p minus 1 p minus 2 upon 3 factorial into del 3 y0 plus and so on. Del 1, del 2, del 3, del 4, del 5, all these values can be obtained by the difference table. So here's the difference table, forward difference table. When you are constructing a forward difference table, all the values of del 1, del 2, del 3 you will get it will start from y0, del y0, del 2 y0, del 3 y0 and so on, for forward interpolation formula. And the value of p here is x minus x0 upon h. X is for which you are finding the value of y, which will be given to you in the question. H is the difference between x1 minus x2, all the difference, or x2 minus x1 or x3 minus x2, all this difference will be same. So that will give you h. After finding h, you are supposed to find p, and hence all the values in the formula are available. You can substitute it. Now let us see the steps how to calculate, how to apply Newton's forward interpolation formula. First, prepare the forward difference table. Write all the values which are given in the table. Find h, which is x1 minus x0, and p x minus x0 upon h. Then write the formula, substitute and calculate and come to the answer. This is the backward interpolation formula which we will be seeing in the next session. A student who understands the concept, especially the notations, how to construct the difference table and how to give the notations in the table, the method, he can adopt it very easily. Newton's forward interpolation formula, just we'll have a look at it, and backward interpolation formula. Now if you see these two, Newton's forward, it is x minus x0 upon h, whereas in backward it will be x minus xn upon h. N is the last value, and in forward it is p into p minus 1, p minus 2 and so on. Here it will be p plus 1, p plus 2 and so on. And in Newton forward it is del 1, del 2, del 3. Here it is backward delta y n. So last value from, okay, anyhow, let us come to forward interpolation formula. We'll be seeing this backward interpolation formula in the next session. P into p minus 1 upon 2 factorial del 2 y0. So from here, you know del y0, del 2 y0, del 3 y0 are there in the table. P, how you can find the value of p can be found out, x minus x0 upon h. H is the difference between x0, x1, x2, x3. From there, the height x1 minus x0. Let us see this problem. The value of x and f of x values are given. Find f of 4.4 from the table. 4. First from the table, see the middle term here it is 6. So 4.4 comes in the beginning of the table. So if it is towards the left side, then it is beginning. If it comes afterwards, then it is at the end. Now 4.4 is towards the left of 6, so we consider it as 4.4 is in beginning of the table. Hence we apply Newton's forward interpolation formula. Construct the difference table first. X value, y value is given. Now all the remaining del 1, del 2, del 3, del 4, del 5 and del 6. Your first step of the solution is construct the difference table. Second step, value of x is 4.4, which is given to you in the question. x0 is the first value 0, y0 is 12. Then all the highlighted one are the values of your del. Then h is, you can see the difference between 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, it is 2. Find the value of p. X given to you in the question, 4.4 minus x0 is 0 upon 2, that is 2.2. Write the formula of Newton's forward. Substitute. Now we have all these values with us. Write the formula up to del 6, because in the table we have up to del 6. Anyhow, del 5 and del 6 values are 0. So the two terms along with del 5 and del 6 will become 0. Substituting all the values, we get the answer as 6.016. Moving on to the next problem. The question is, estimate the population is given. Estimate the population for the year 1928. 28 again, if you see, it is coming in the forward, in the beginning of the table. Hence we apply Newton's forward. First step, construct the difference table. Forward difference table we prepare. If you see the difference, h is 10. P is x minus x0 upon h. X is given to us in the question, that is find population for the year 1928. So 1928 is your x value. X0 is 1921 upon h, which is 10, that is 0.7. By Newton's forward interpolation formula, here we have up to del 4, so we write the formula up to del 4. Substituting the values, we arrive to the answer 60.616. Hence, it is approximately 60.616. How to find the polynomial of a function? When the question has been asked, find the polynomial function, your answer will be an equation in terms of x. So x and y is given. Construct the forward difference del y and del 2 we get here because we have 3 values here. Find the polynomial function of the table given below. Height h, if you see, h is here 1, 5, 6, 7, the difference is 1. P is x minus x0 upon h. X is not given to us in the question. Keep x as it is. Because we are supposed to find polynomial function, x has to be x only. X minus x0 is 5 upon h is 1. So your p value is x minus 5. Now by using Newton's forward interpolation formula, we have y0 plus p del y0 plus p into p minus 1 upon 2 factorial into del 2 y0. P is x minus 5 and p into p minus 1, that is x minus 5 into x minus 5 minus 1. Here 2 and minus 2 will get cancelled. X minus 5 into x minus 6. Multiply these two values first and then finally you will come to the answer as the polynomial function is x square minus 5x plus 6. Hope the session is clear to you. If you have any doubts, you can give in the comments, and for the future videos, please subscribe. Thank you.